what is that one thing that you can't do? You are a TV host, you sing, you are a producer, you are an actor. Which is the one thing that you can't do?
Acting.
Come on, sir. I mean, acting.
Yeah, that I don't know.
You are a textbook on acting, sir.
For all film-related interviews, reviews and content, please like and subscribe to Pooja Talwar. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram.
Absolute pleasure and an honor for me to be sitting across you and having this conversation. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much
for giving me your time. And sir, I watched the trailer of Marakkar and I'm just waiting to watch it. And thank God it's coming on Amazon Prime, because I know it's done very well in the theaters, and congratulations. And the collections have been amazing. So tell me, it's actually a story on the first naval commander. And also they say that there is not much reference. What was it like for you to come on board and to play this character? I mean, I'm sure as a child, you must have heard stories about him.
I'm happy that Marakkar, Lion of the Arabian Sea will premiere on Amazon Prime Video across India. After being screened in theaters, we are excited to showcase the movie to a wider audience in India with Amazon Prime Video. Okay, he was the first naval commander of India. This is the story of Kunyali Marakkar. We used to study about him in our school days, like Kunyali Marakkar, a couple of other people. But he's he was a pirate. Then later he became a savior of Samudrin. He was a seafarer of the Malabar coast. So that was exciting. And of course, with Priyadarshan also we shared. Priyadarshan shared about the plan of making this movie long back after we were doing Kalapani. So that idea was there, but to make a film on Kunyali Marakkar and on water, basically, with the ship, with the Portuguese time, that kind of war, it's not that easy at that time.
Absolutely.
VFX. So we are waiting for that. And now I think this is the right time to do a movie like that, and we started, but unfortunately, COVID has destroyed us, in the last 2 years. So we are holding the film for the last 3 years, and we are so happy that we released the film. And it is something different. Normally, we have seen war on the land or on the air. On the water, it is not that easy to do. You cannot take two ships that are very old kind of ships and go to the sea and do it. But somehow we managed, and if you watch the film, you won't say that we were using so much of.
No, sir, absolutely. It looks extravagant. It's also your 46th collaboration with Priyadarshan. And you've done over 360 films. Does that help to, like as an actor with 4 decades of work and an amazing repertoire, is it a comfort level when you know a director's craft and how it works for you, or does it work?
Definitely. My association with Priyadarshan is 46 films. It's not that easy. And after every film, Priyadarshan as a director is growing. I can see. And we share a very good rapport. And I think only Priyadarshan can do a film like this from Malayalam, from the Malayalam language. Or he's a renowned director in the Indian film industry. So, of course, with my association, it's our production also. So, we have a lot of liberty to do the film, even the cost-wise or even the date-wise. We finished the film in 110 days. 110 days. It's not an easy task. But of course, with Priyadarshan, it is totally Priyadarshan's film. You can call it as a directorial film.
Wow. So also another amazing thing is like your fans, I was just going through the comments and the comments are lovely. Only one Mohan Lal Dev said happens in 300 years. A complete actor and a living legend. There's so much of anticipation when you come up with the film. Does that sometimes and there's so much of excitement. I know you're used to this, but every time a film releases and the scale of this movie, does it get you also anxious and nervous? How will it be? how will the fans receive it? Because there's so much of excitement.
The thing is that luckily I used to do films on different genres, and of course, my fans, they love to see me in different genres also. But they have some kind of expectations, and if we can come out with a movie with that kind of expectation, they are happy. If it is below their expectation, definitely they will become unhappy. But we don't know what is their expectation. But we are trying in different genres, then only otherwise we will be stuck into one kind of movie making, one kind of genre. So luckily, I have people who can enjoy uh, my films in different genres. So it's an excitement, not nervousness.
And also, sir, you've played so many real life characters. You've challenged yourself in the kind of roles you play, whether there was in Tan Mantra, an Alzheimer patient, or whether it's playing, your character in Drishyam, whom even you say that you don't know what he is thinking, and then playing Kunjali, Marakar. When these characters come to you, do you try to bring something of yourself in them? How does it work? I mean, when the character comes on
100%
paper.
something from my intelligence or my intellect. The rest you cannot see. We don't know anything about Kunjali. Or if an actor plays, he doesn't know about an Alzheimer's patient or a paralytic patient, or somebody has got a bipolar disorder, whatever. So you have to put your input into that. It is a process. I am not able to express it in one or two words. It's a happening. So after reading the script, your system will uh, develop a kind of gestures or an attitude, or they will plan it. I'm not able to express it in one or two sentences. It is a magic happening in you. It is a different energy. So if you ask me how do you act, say, oh, this is my way of acting. It's a happening. It is like becoming disappear and somebody is playing the role when in between action and cut. Then again, I'll come back and another guy will.
It's amazing. It's amazing, sir, to switch on, switch off. But after you're on to your 44th year in films, closer to 5 decades in a few years' time, has anything changed over the years? Has your process, has your method changed over the years? Because you said there is an unknown energy that drives you. I totally get that.
It's a beautiful flow. I can call it as a flow. And I don't need any kind of postmortems on that. I don't want to find out how I am doing. It's a beautiful flow. It's a happening. So I'm just drifting with it.
What was it about Marakar? Something that you felt was similar to you, because in Drishyam you're saving your family, here you're saving your country. What was something that struck you? That
it's called it is 100% patriotism. When the last shot of America, when you watch the film, he's saying something. It is called patriotism. We do things for the country, and if we are not, what you can call, properly or not honored, even then also you'll have that love. So Kunjali Marikya knows he is going to be killed by these people, but still that kind of patriotism he is holding, and that is why we made this film. That is why the Kunjali Marikya name is still there. So it is 100% patriotism, and there is love and emotions in it.
Amazing is also his relationship with his mother, which will come across when we all.
Yeah, definitely. I don't want to reveal the story.
Absolutely, sir. Also, another thing, sir, I know Malayalam cinema has been making content way ahead of its time. The storylines and the plot and the production has been high end. But now, thanks to these past 2 years, that the subtitles, it has kind of that 1-inch subtitle. We've gone beyond that, and a lot of people are now resonating with this content. What would you want to say? Because we all know, you all have been giving us amazing content, but now it's available to a larger audience. So what would you want to say? Because everyone's now saying, oh,
we had titles in our films for long back. But the thing is that this COVID time has given time for people to watch different languages. Like we used to watch in Kerala, we used to watch all kinds of films like Tamil, Telugu, Hindi. But if not, they don't watch much of Kerala films. But now there is a tendency to watch Kerala films. because of COVID. I cannot say thanks to COVID, but
Yeah.
for the viewers, I'm so thankful that there are amazing films in Malayalam, not the present movies. Even if you go back 10 years or 20 years back, there are unbelievable movies. Most of the movies are with subtitles. And definitely the OTT platform helped us a lot. Helped us a lot, even with Drishyam and Lucifer. My films, I'm saying. There are so
Absolutely.
many films, new directors. They want to express their cinema or their feelings. They have a platform. So OTT, uh, definitely OTT helped us as an actor, as a producer, as a distributor, as a film goer. I'm so thankful to OTT because the kind of films they are showing is definitely it's helping us, the directors, the producers, and the viewers.
Absolutely, sir. And also now you have another film with your Drishyam director, Jeetu Joseph Ram, which is half complete. Again, it's a thriller. What can you tell us about it? Are you all set to shoot that now?
It's
The
called
remaining-
12th Man. It's a beautiful film. It's a nice film. It's happening in only one night. So it's a new thought. I don't want to give more explanations on that film, but it's a feel good film. It will be
Absolutely.
excellent.
And looking forward to that. What about your directorial? I mean, I
Yeah,
know
I'm
you have to
starting the
be
film on 26th of this month, December 26th. It's called Barrows, and it's a 3D film. It's again based on a Portugal. It's a happening. I'm playing the role of a 400-year-old ghost. It's a story of it's a beautiful fantasy film. It has got some kind of inner meanings. It has got a purpose. It is a story of a girl, a 12-year-old girl, and a 400-year-old ghost.
Are you excited about your directorial debut? Because you've been doing so much, but this is your first step in direction.
I was very excited with the script. So I thought, okay, I'll do one film. I don't want to direct a normal film. Normal film, it's not a just a it's a normal film also. It's a very difficult to do a normal film also. But I want to do something different. So I thought of making this film in 3D. It's our own production, and definitely it will be a watchable film. And especially you can call it as a children's film also because that girl is the lead character. Myself and that girl. Lot of emotions, love, lot of excitements, fantasy. So when you do a 3D film, you can incorporate a lot of actions, lot of emotions, a lot of tricks, magic. So it's a beautiful platform for me to come out as a debut director. So I choose this.
Absolutely, sir. So in all these years, what now? Is it the director? Is it the script? Or is it the role? How do you choose? What works for you? How does it work?
It's a beautiful congress, but first preference I'll give to script and director.
Absolutely, sir. Also, I mean, since you do so much, somebody's asked me to ask you, what is that one thing that you can't do? You are a TV host, you sing, you are a producer, you are an actor. Which is the one thing that you can't do?
Acting.
Come on, sir. I mean, acting,
Yeah, that I don't know.
you are a textbook on acting, sir.
I don't know. I know one thing that I don't know anything. That's a beautiful saying. That's me.
And I think that's your humility that endears everybody. And also Lucifer too, they've also started work on that. I spoke to Prithviraj. Can you tell us a bit about, because in that you are very badass.
We are planning to start the film by end of this year. It's called Empuran. It all depends upon our COVID situation because we have a lot of locations abroad. So if everything goes well, by the Almighty's decision, everything goes well, we'll start the film by this year.
And I've got a couple of fan questions. One fan has said that Iruvar should be re-released now because it was way ahead of its time then. What do you have to say?
Iruvar is even you can watch the film Iruvar now also because it's a beautiful story of two friends. It's about friendship. Definitely, Iruvar can be released again and again. Maybe after 10 years also, that film can be released. the craft-wise, it's one of the best films ever made in India, I believe.
I totally agree. Another fan has said that one role of yours, which was most challenging for you out of those 360 films that you have done.
I'm expecting that film. I'm waiting for that film.
And another fan has said, actually said, since you have done crime thrillers, you have played a gangster, but they have also love your comic timing and they want to see more of you doing funny films.
Yeah, some of my films are coming. Like my next release, R.Art, is full of fun. Then Bro Daddy, a couple of films are coming. Definitely, it is in that genre. It's a 100% humorous movies.
Awesome. So I'm looking forward to that. And lastly, before you go, everybody's been saying, theaters will only have big budget films. On OTT platforms, we'll have other films. What do you as a distributor also want to say? Do you see entertainment changing in 2022 onwards in terms of narratives, in terms of budget?
No, I told you, because big films like Kunyali Marikar, we love to watch the films in theaters because of the sound effect, because of the size, because of the scenic beauties. If you watch it in a small screen, definitely it'll be good, but different feeling. But OTT platform has given a lot of choices to the audience and to filmmakers. If somebody wants to come out with a film which cannot be released in theaters because of the size of the film, because of the artists, they have so many ideas and they want to prove themselves, and it is a great platform for them. So OTT has definitely changed the viewing culture of people. Thanks to OTT for that. If somebody wants to do a beautiful film, they can have a platform. Otherwise, Kerala, entity-wise, it's a very small state. We run a couple of theaters only here. But somebody wants to do a film and they want to prove it themselves, and they want their film to be viewed all over the world. It's a great thing. The film's release on Prime Video will allow the fans to witness cinema with their comfort and safety in their home also. So this scenario of COVID, I think it's a great time for the filmmakers, and OTT is helping them a lot.
Thank you so much, sir. Absolute pleasure speaking to you again. Once again, thank you for giving me your time. Looking forward to Marakar. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
If you've liked this interview, please like, share and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram.